Ma'am? Ma'am, get back in the car.
No, I don't like it.
What are you doing?
Like it.
Get back in the car.
You got any kind of employment identification?
Dude, they don't give me that when you work at the field.
Really? You don't have like an access card or an ID badge or anything for the facility that you work at?
I don't.
Some arrests are routine. These weren't. From fake cops to full-blown meltdowns, these body cam clips captured moments no one saw coming, and trust me, they only got worse from there. It started as a routine traffic stop after she was seen swerving across lanes, but the moment the officer reached her window, things took a sharp turn. She wasn't just uncooperative, she was confrontational, throwing insults and pushing back on every word he said.
It's been a lot of things, okay?
Okay, man.
Hey, traffic flow is complete. 593 XP Charlie. 859 XP. A white Cadillac SUV.
Ma'am, this is a registration out of Tennessee. You have a Florida plate.
Yeah, I know. Because I just didn't hear it.
So can I get that paper in your hand right there? Can I see that paper?
He's just not letting
You can take that one back.
She's telling him to open the door.
So you're coming from Key West? Yes. Key West. What were you doing down there in Key West? Exploring?
What?
You don't have no hotel or nothing like that?
You speak English. You're supposed to be a cop.
I'm speaking perfect English.
No, you're not.
Yeah, yes I am.
No, you're not.
Yes I am.
No.
Yes I am. I'm speaking perfect English.
Her attitude spiraled fast. When the officer started asking questions, she fired back with defiance instead of answers.
Any drinking tonight, ma'am? You sure about that? So no drinking down in Key West. Alright, I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, ma'am. You want to do me a favor and hop out the vehicle for me, please? So down in Key West, you had nothing to drink?
No.
Not one drink? Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Alright, so I feel that you're impaired by alcohol or drugs. Would you like to perform field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief of that?
I don't think that I should go under whatever you're saying right now.
The moment he mentioned a sobriety test, she snapped back no hesitation, just legal threats and defiance. Warnings didn't faze her.
Because you pulled me over.
Yes, ma'am, I did. I did pull you over. And I'm asking, I think that you're impaired, so we like to perform and field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief of that. Yes or no question?
No.
No? Alright, so I'm going to read you this, if I can find it. I'm trying to get the exact words for you. Alright, by saying no...
She insisted she hadn't been drinking, but her tone and behavior were telling a different story.
Do you understand that? So by saying no, it be used against you in a criminal proceeding. So, with that in mind, are you still saying no to the field sobriety exercises?
I feel like I'm talking to like a right now. You pull me over for what?
Failure to maintain lane. You crossed the right lane 4 times and you crossed the yellow one 3 times. So would you like to perform in field sobriety exercises? No? Alright, well, how would you place your hands behind your back? Green place on the rest of DUI.
Instead of keeping calm, she snapped with a slur that lit the fuse. What could have ended quietly was now spiraling loud and ugly.
Alright, come on, man.
I'm not talking to you.
Alright, well, no, I'm just making sure there's nothing in there. Alright, you can step in now. Ma'am? Ma'am, get back in the car.
No, I don't like it.
What are you doing?
I don't like it.
Get back in the car.
Man.
So, just one
One detained, 2105.
Ma'am, you want to get pepper sprayed or no?
In the back seat, she kept fighting, kicking, pulling, ignoring every command. When warned about pepper spray, she called their bluff. Control was slipping fast.
You want to sit right here?
Good.
You want to sit right here?
Yankee 31, Sierra, X-ray, X-ray. White 31,
Are you going to hop in the car?
White.
Are you going to hop in the car? Ma'am, you're sitting right here.
At the station, she doubled down arguing, refusing, talking over every command. Warnings meant nothing, but the officer never lost his edge.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Knock it off now. First off, you're gonna have to. Yeah. Knock it off, for God's sakes.
It's on camera, son.
It is, you're right.
Yeah, it is.
Wash your foot.
As if my keys weren't in my mouth.
You don't care.
Oh, you do. You do care. You do care. You're bitching for no reason.
Every command just made her push harder, dragging things closer to the edge.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me in any way.
Of course it doesn't. As you make $16 a quarter.
Stay seated, ma'am.
Like I said.
No, chill out, man. I'm trying to warn you, man.
Black people against me?
I'm not doing nothing to you. I'm just holding.
Her?
Okay, relax.
You think this all right on camera?
It is on camera. It don't work in your
Right up
favor.
there if you want to.
It's not gonna work in my favor?
No.
Okay.
You're disobeying lawful orders right now. That's not.
How am I disobeying lawful
Did they
orders?
tell you to sit there?
Even as the charges stacked up, she wouldn't back down. Warnings meant nothing. She was convinced the law was on her side.
I am sitting
That is a
here.
lawful order. Every time you try to stand up,
That's a new charge.
every time you try to
Every
stand
single
up,
time.
that is disobeying the lawful order to sit down. So when we have to put our hands on you, every time is a new charge of resisting.
You're making it
And
worse.
the judge is going to see this, and the judge is going to agree with us. He's not going to agree with you. You can smile all you want, man. It's just the law. And I'm sure it's the same way in Tennessee because I've been there many years, and I know many law enforcement officers in Nashville, Tennessee. They'll agree with me too. And this ain't Broadway.
I tried to warn you when you came through the door. Just comply, man, and chill out.
Make sure she doesn't take my hands on. That's a lot of money.
Refusing the breath test, locked in the DUI. And when told her stuff would stay in custody till court, she snapped again.
I want my phone, I want my purse, and I want my house. So,
You're getting none of those things until you see the judge tomorrow.
okay, whatever.
Have a seat. Do not get up.
Don't hurt my fucking wrist.
Man, if you would
Stop
listen to
resisting.
us,
Stop
we would not have to be
resisting him.
hands-on with you.
Okay.
But you don't want to listen. And that's why your mouth is
It's
going
all
to get you in even more trouble.
recording,
It is.
right?
As well as the audio of us telling you to stop resisting. And you
I'm not resisting. You're hurting
disobey a
me.
lawful order.
You're hurting me.
Man, that's because of your actions.
And stand
Oh, I can't get up?
No.
I can't get up?
No, we told you to sit down.
What started as a routine stop spiraled into charges, resisting, obstruction, and more. One bad decision snowballed into a full-blown legal storm. She thought attitude could outmatch authority, but the law had the final say. Now, just when you think it couldn't get any more reckless, the next one took it even further. Jackson Jones stood by the car wearing a vest that read sheriff like he belonged. But this wasn't his jurisdiction, it wasn't even his state. And on New Year's morning, the lie was unraveling fast.
You're a deputy sheriff?
Well, I mean, I work at the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So, I mean, what?
Were you a corrections officer for the
Yes.
sheriff's office? Okay. Why do you wear a vest outside of the facility?
I can get online.
Is this an agency vehicle, or is this your personal vehicle?
This is my Kia.
Okay. It's just a little odd because whenever I worked in the jail, I took my crap off, especially if I was taking a long drive from Tennessee. You got any kind of employment identification?
Dude, they don't give me that when you work at the jail.
Really? You don't have like an access card or an ID badge or anything for the facility that you work at?
I don't.
Well, you realize wearing the sheriff on your chest is basically impersonating law enforcement, whether or not you're carrying a
Jackson,
Okay, but are you commissioned to be carrying a gun? Do you have arrest powers?
I don't. What do you mean? I don't even have
That's beside the fact. You're wearing a patch that says sheriff.
He came armed with documents and confidence, tossing out jail names like credentials. But confidence only carried him so far, especially with eyes starting to narrow.
So did you get out of your car or something here in the parking lot?
Okay, I got out of the car.
Yeah.
There's the truck. That he looked at me. That's all I did. I never said anything like law enforcement wise or nothing. He looked at me and he was laughing. So I just like go to his car and I was like, "Did you need me or something like that?" That's it. And I just like walked away.
So you haven't been to work in 2 weeks, but you're wearing the uniform pants, duty style looking shoes, and a vest carrier?
He tossed out half-baked explanations, names, places, and vague claims of authority. But as he stalled, another car rolled in carrying the facts he couldn't outrun.
Because he was dressed like a cop.
Yeah.
He had a sheriff thing, but it had sheriff written on the side right here.
Right.
And I live on 62 off of Adam Road. He was sitting in a driveway, 251, right beside 62 Highway. And I pulled up and I was staring at him because he was in there kind of cockeyed. And I was like, we live on a one way in, one way out. And, you know, we always are watching for cars. And I sat there and I was staring at him. And I stared for about 10 minutes of staring at him. And I'm like, man, he's this guy. It's kind of odd. He's in our neighbor's driveway. And I sat there and stared at him, and I drove off. He got right behind me and started following.
This wasn't Jackson's first time in uniform, and the man approaching? He'd seen him earlier that morning and left with a gut feeling something wasn't right.
He's like, well, I was wondering what was your problem? You were staring at me over in the driveway. And I said, yeah, I was kind of curious who you was because it's kind of odd that I didn't know who you was. I was kind of curious. I lived down the road. I was kind of see what was going on. And I was staring at you to see who you was. He goes, I'm a undercover cop for Wellston. And I run, my partner, I run with the highway patrolman out of Wellston. Okay. And I said, so, just be curious, you look pretty young. How old are you? He was, I'm 22 years old, just turned 22. I was like, man, you're pretty young to be a cop, be an investigator.
Right.
And I said, what brings you to be a cop?
The claims were getting bolder badges, undercover ops, and a backstory built for show, but positioned on a bridge attempting a traffic stop like he was the real deal.
Like, is it in the family or whatever? And you'll try to just talk to him. And he goes, yeah, a lot of my family are cops and stuff. And I became a cop when I was 18. And then he goes, well, I got a call, I gotta let you go. And then he left. And then when he left, he came towards by the bridge on a turnpike bridge, and he took the U-E and was trying to pull another car. He started flashing his lights at him.
Really?
And I didn't know if they pulled over or not, but he was flashing his lights like he was trying to pull them over.
This was no longer just pretend. The flashing lights, the bridge, the fake traffic stop. That's when officers realized Jackson hadn't just lied. He'd taken it too far.
All right. Turn around and face the other way. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for impersonating law enforcement, all right? And then you also have a charge for transporting an open container. We didn't confirm what we know now until we talked to the RP. Reporting party? Okay, well that's because you're not law enforcement. It's a serious deal when you're impersonating a police officer, so.
Well, I don't know how long it is. Since I don't have any criminal record,
Yeah, it'll be up to the judge to decide that. All right.
He didn't fight it, he didn't flee, but the question he asked once cuffed made it clear he had no idea how serious things had just gotten, especially for a guy now booked for impersonating an officer and carrying an open bottle. That's how it went down raw, messy, and caught entirely on camera. If you thought that was intense, there's more where that came from. Drop a comment with your thoughts, hit that like button, and subscribe for more of the most jaw-dropping encounters caught on Bodycam.